got no friends in boxing. It's just me and my brother. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I don't know nothing about that friend stuff.
Well, then, listen, then that's why you should be calling everybody out. Sugar Ray Leonard, listen.
We the Charlo twins. We known for calling everybody out.
Right.
We can call Canelo out for 5-6 years already.
Then fight the next best guy, the Mexican monster.
Who?
Benavidez.
He ain't no Mexican monster.
Oh, everybody's scared of him. Nobody's fighting him.
We box. We not scared of no human on earth.
Please call these people out. Listen, the whole world's looking at you. Call these people out,
What's up? It's the Jermall, the Hitman, Charlo. Let's get it. Who want it?
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Mexican monster.
Canelo. All of them.
He won't Benavidez.
He won't
shit. He won't. The real one of the homie shit. We can get in there and tangle.
Call them some bitches and stuff. Say something else. Call them that. Say something like that.
I gotta disrespect them, let them know. Mike, it ain't like that. It ain't like that no more.
And those are the words of Mike Tyson, Jermall Charlo. And in this video on Mike Tyson Hot Boxing with Mike, the guest was Jermall Charlo, of course. And this is the first edition. I have another one in the making. But this showed Mike doing what Mike does best, charging up these fighters to fight the best. Okay? And I noticed something about Jermall Charlo. Jermall Charlo is a guy that him and his brother, they kind of have short fuses. You know what I mean? It's like you can see how he was looking at Mike, like, because they're always like 1 to 2 seconds from punching somebody, you know, by the aggressiveness of their speech and their, you know, their tone and their mannerisms. You know what I mean? And it's like Mike was like, hey, well, if you've been calling this guy out, you have no friends in boxing. As you heard Jermall say, I don't have friends in boxing. Well, if, you know, Mike's like, if you don't have friends in boxing, then why the hell aren't you calling them out? You know, so you don't have to worry about disrespecting anyone because you don't have friends that you have to worry about losing or pissing off. So, and he's like, oh, well, we've been doing that. We've been doing that. Me and my brother been doing that for years. We've been calling Canelo out for 5 years now. And it's like, well, fight the next best guy. And see, that's the problem. And the next best guy was David Benavidez. And I'm going to get to that in a second. But the problem is that a lot of these guys, they have this tunnel vision like mindset. Okay? And that tunnel vision like mindset is actually a comfort zone. Okay? It's actually stagnant because they don't want to do anything else besides fight that person that can make them more money or the most money. But they only want to do it one time. Okay? Floyd Mayweather destroyed the perception of these fighters. You know, yeah, he made them more business-minded, but he made them also more tentative, more reluctant, more hesitant to do anything when it came to taking risk. See, talking about David Benavidez for a second, right? David Benavidez, like Mike said, the Mexican monster. But do you see how quick Jermall Charlo was to dismiss that? You seen how quick he was to discredit that nickname, that slogan of David Benavidez. He ain't no Mexican monster. He has nothing to offer. That's what he said. Who does that sound like? I don't want to fight Keith Thurman. I don't want to fight Keith Thurman because he don't bring in the numbers. You see what I'm saying? That shit is from classic Floyd Mayweather rhetoric. Okay, that's in the middle of the Bible that they wrote over there for Al Haymon. The Al Haymonites. Okay, and him saying that, oh, he ain't no Mexican monster. Okay, that's discredit. But then here's he doesn't have anything to offer. Okay, well, wait a minute. So he's not a monster. You don't want to prove he's a monster. Oh, that's right, because he doesn't have anything to offer. But then yet you do know how association works, right? Who has Benavidez been associated with just by mentioning his name, Canelo Alvarez. And that's a fact. You have guys like Floyd, Money Mayweather, Timothy Bradley, Andre Ward. You have a lot of these guys claiming that Canelo Alvarez only came to 168 because David Benavidez lost that strap. Okay? And when he lost that strap, that was an open invitation for Canelo to go to that weight class and fight everybody else in that weight class. The only problem is the guy, the Mexican monster himself, who has he fought to show that he's one of the best? Caleb Plant? Nope. Billy Joe Saunders? Nope. Callum Smith? Nope. Who? That's the question. Okay, so, but it didn't matter because his name is now being associated with Canelo Alvarez because the narrative people are believing in. And now you have guys like Jermall Charlo trying to discredit him because he wants to be that guy associated with the name calling instead of fighting the guy that he already knows that's associated with Canelo Alvarez. That's the crazy thing about it. So all these guys are trying to be better than each other without fighting each other. Canelo Alvarez said it himself. These guys got to start fighting each other and I'll fight the winner. That should be an incentive to fight each other. Okay, all bullshit aside, you're looking at a guy that's on the top telling these guys that are not on the top, hey, why don't you guys fight each other and I will fight you so you may be where I am one day. Okay? And they're still not doing it. What are they doing? Discrediting each other. And then creating excuses why that fight shouldn't happen. Oh, well, he has nothing to offer, but he ain't a Mexican monster. Well, prove it. That's why Mike was getting in their asses. Like, you know, he does it in a playful way. He's kind of aggressive, but that's how you need to be. Like he said, hey, call him a bitch. Call him this, call him that. You know, you don't have to do that no more, Mike. Well, you just discredited him, so it's the difference. You know, that's no different from typing with your fingers on Twitter or making a video. You know, Jermall Charlo had no problem on social media saying that he would knock Terrence Crawford the F out, right? Okay, what's the difference? But he doesn't want to call names out because he doesn't want to get them stick. No, you're giving yourself stick by calling them out. Why do you think David Benavidez's buzz is around him now? Because his name has been associated with the top fighter in the world right now, Canelo Alvarez. So if he takes him out, that's where he would be. He would be that guy, look, I took out the Mexican monster. If anything, he should be marketing David Benavidez as being one of the toughest, as being the guy that Canelo's avoiding. Okay, then beat that guy. Then you put yourself in a true position. But are they doing that? Nope. That's what Mike Tyson was talking about. These guys are not fighting each other. These guys are not making money. Why? Because they haven't been coached. They haven't been trained. They haven't done anything like that as far as marketing. They don't know how to market themselves. They just know what people tell them. But even Floyd had to fight a slew of people before getting where he was. Ricky Hatton, Arturo Gatti, Oscar De La Hoya was the bitch of the bunch because that's the guy that he needed to fight. But how many people did he fight before then? A shitload. Not like these fighters now. These fighters are not fighting anybody that we heard of. And if we have heard of, they're low tier B minus, maybe at best, C plus, C minus fighters. Okay, they've had a few losses. Oh, I think that person fought Triple G once upon a time. Or I think that person, oh yeah, that's right. Demetrius Andrade beat that person. And Demetrius Andrade is a person that needs fights as well. So it's just crazy how these guys refuse to call out guys worried about giving them buzz. These fighters should all be picking each other up and fighting one another. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Mike Tyson charging up Jermall Charlo and Charlo refusing to call out the names that are the best in his weight division. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.